Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Meg, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you sent me an email or made a comment over at my website, I think yesterday. So let's take a look at your specific situation. You say, I've stumbled upon your website, but I'm kind of confused how your programs work. So here, when you're writing something like this, how your programs work, when you're using noun clauses, you need to use what's called statement word order, right? And you're having some trouble controlling your sentences. So what I'm doing, I'm showing you why you're getting in the lower 20s on your writing right now. You say, is it a monthly subscription for which I'm getting charged? I would put that, and then put, if yes, what is the cancellation policy? There is no cancellation policy, by the way, Meg. You can cancel your subscription with my online course at any time for any reason. You don't have to give me any notice or not. And what happens is you're billed on a monthly basis for using the course. So let's say today you cancel my course. I will make sure that I will not delete you from my course for another 30 days. So you will get 30 days of use for each month that you pay to use my service. Okay, let's keep going. Say second, I would just say here, do I have access for each of the sections then? B, put Peter, I mean vocabulary, practice, pronunciation, etc. Or for each section I have to pay extra? Okay, I can answer this. For the $45 subscription fee that you pay monthly, Meg, you will have unlimited access to over 700 vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons. And you will be able to submit on a daily basis pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests. And I will score those in about 24 hours. I will give you audio feedback on your speaking practice tests. So for a speaking practice test, it takes you about 60 seconds or 45 seconds to record it. I usually will give you about 3 to 4 minutes of comments on each of those practice tests. I'll let you know problems you're having when it comes to delivery, language use, and topic development. I will also, or my teaching assistant, I will have him score the writing practice test that you submit. However, my teaching assistant or we will not make grammar corrections in your writing, at least not for $45 a month, right? But you will get a score, and you'll get some basic feedback as to why you received the score that you did on the writing. You say, I've already taken the TOEFL 4 times, so I'm sort of sick of it, but in order to pursue my healthcare profession in the U.S., I have to get a score of 89 out of 120 with the breakdown as follows. So you need to get 21 points on reading, 18 points listening, 26 speaking, and 24 on writing. So what I would tell you right now is, number one, after hearing this video or watching this video, what you want to do from now on is to speak English pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all month, all year. Use only English until you get 26 on the speaking. Now, you need to be watching a lot of TV. You can watch movies each week, listen to the radio. Most importantly, talk to native speakers as much as you can. So right now is English only. Now, the more that you delay this, the more that you don't do this, the more pain you're going to have and the longer it's going to take. So if you want to go from 24 to 26, from now on, English only, until you get the TOEFL test back and it tells you you have 26 on the speaking, then you can relax. You see what I'm saying? All right, so the main thing here is we know what your subtotals are, and think of it this way. It's not just of getting 26 on speaking and 24 on writing, but it's being able to communicate fluently with native speakers with a high degree of intelligibility. And that's a good thing, right? Let's say you want to be a pharmacist, for example. If you're a pharmacist and you work in a pharmacy here in the United States, remember that a lot of people who go to pharmacies are older. And remember, they don't hear so well. So even minor pronunciation difficulties will make it very hard for them to understand you. Even if you're a native speaker and you speak clearly, perfectly clearly, they still will not understand everything you're saying. So you have to make sure that you can speak as clearly as you can. It'll make it much easier for those people to understand you and what you're saying and so on. All right, so September 2015, you got 22 reading, you got 22 listening, 24 speaking, 22 writing. Total of 90. So your English is good no matter what, right? January 2016, you got 20 reading, 24 listening, 24 speaking, and 23 writing, for a total of 91. March 16, you got 23 reading, 26 listening, 22 speaking, 23 writing, for a total of 94. And then in July, you have 22 reading, 27 listening, 24 speaking, and 22 writing. So then your question is, could you, Michael, suggest the study strategies for me just by looking at my scores? The answer is yes. You say, do you think I could benefit from your 30-day TOEFL writing study guide? Do you offer the same 30-day TOEFL study guide for speaking? The answer is yes, I actually do. So let me see if we can find this here. Probably what you want to do here, if you go to online TOEFL course, let's go here together. Let's go ahead and go to the website here for just a second. And let's go to study guides. I'm going to click on that link. Yeah, I think on this one, yeah, I'm going to recommend the 60-day study guide with writing, grammar, pronunciation, and speaking. This is probably the best one for you based on your abilities. Now remember, what this means is remember that once you become one of my students, you will have complete access to all of my lessons, and you don't have to follow the study guide per se, because you will have access to everything. But if you want to follow the study guide, I would do this one. And the only exception to the study guide I need to update is the VoxyPop discussion group that I use for my study guides. It no longer works. So what you want to do now is to simply email me your pronunciation and your speaking practice, and I will provide you feedback also by email. That's kind of how that works. Again, when you do writing practice, you'll complete the writing directly at my website. You'll save the writing at my website. Then you'll send me a quick email so that I can send the message over to my teaching assistant who will score it. So I'm going to recommend my 60-day TOEFL study guide for you. It's not easy in your situation, really, let's face it. So you want to get 2 points higher on the speaking. You want to get about 2 points higher on the writing, and it will take some practice, because remember, as you saw here, it's not just you have maybe some vocabulary issues, some grammar issues. I guarantee you have some serious pronunciation problems that you got to work through, and we have to work through all of these things before you can improve in the speaking significantly. If you look really at the speaking, you're stuck. You're stuck. You got 24, 24, 22, and 24. Now what that tells me is you have delivery issues. That's exactly what that's telling me. And a lot of my students in your situation, I work with them for 2 or 3 months, and they're able to get 27 when they take the speaking, but it's only after they have solved these delivery issues. And that's really probably what you need to worry about. You probably have problems with specific vowel, specific consonant sounds. You'll probably also have some problems maybe with syllable division, grammatical word endings, word stress, sentence rhythm, intonation, and thought groups and blending. So the question is, which of my lessons in pronunciation do you need to focus more on? And I will only know that after you do the pretest. All right, so to conclude this video, I apologize for taking so much time here, but to conclude the video, I think that the 60-day study guide to help you with speaking and writing is probably the best approach for you. That would be my recommendation. Now remember, it's not just speaking. You're also focusing on pronunciation and speaking. And it's not just writing, you're also focusing on grammar and maybe even vocabulary. All right, anyway, thank you very much. And I look forward to having you as one of my online students. And remember, I'm not sure if this fits in your case, but a lot of students, December is a great month to study TOEFL. A lot of students have extra time that they can use. So what you want to remember is now, remember, English only all day, every day, until you see 26 on your TOEFL score report. So everything you do now is in English. That's very important. If you don't follow this one simple rule, you will only delay your plan, you will only delay your progress, and it will only take longer and longer for you to achieve your result. So you must speak English after you hear this video, after you watch this video, forever after, until you get that 26. That's the most important thing I could tell you in this video. All right?